Uh, I challenge you to describe what transpired the last 3 hours.
Oh my goodness. It's hard, Stephen. It really is. Think about a final giving up a goal in the first minute of the game, second minute of the game. And then, the way we came back, got level at halftime, then go down again, then come back again late in the game. And then, overtime was just, a complete mess, to be honest. With everything that was going on in the game, the guys still stayed cool and still were able to focus. And what I really like is you think about in the last minute of the game or the last minutes of the game, how calm and collected we were to just keep the ball in the corner, get thrown after throw and kill the game. Really heads up and really gutty performance from the guys.
Jonathan Tannenwald, go ahead.
Thanks. Gregg, congratulations. You've
Thank
been
you.
involved in, I don't even know how many US-Mexico games over the years, including one where I think you were involved once and throwing a 3-5-2 at them out of nowhere to try to surprise them.
Yeah.
How much of a lesson for your young guys just to carry on, to be able to do something like this, to win it like that?
It was important. I think, for this group, it's really important. We're a young side and we need to learn how to win. And, these games are very difficult. And for us, it was about, having a game plan, executing a game plan, but then it's also about the fight and the spirit. And, again, when you think that we went down in the second minute of the game, right. And all of a sudden now we have to push the game a little bit. It was challenging, but give the guys a ton of credit for the way they hung in there and, really showed, the heart of champions. And it was good to see tonight.
Ronald Blum, go ahead.
Hey, Greg, congratulations. What was Zach's injury and did you see how it occurred? And how is Gio? It looked like he got hit by something there after the Christians goal.
Yeah, it has no place in the game, spectators throwing objects onto the field. Total lack of respect for what's happening on the field and all the effort that both teams were putting into the game. So really disappointing to see. I think he's going to be okay, but he did take something to the head. And it could have been a lot worse. So in terms of Zach, I still don't have a clear diagnosis. It's knee related, but we don't know exactly what it is. We're waiting to hear.
Jeff Carlisle, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, Greg. I was wondering if you could take me through the tactical progression as you kind of, made your way through the game. Obviously, you started out 3 in the back. How did you think that worked? And then the thought process to going back to a 4 back and just some of the substitutions you made as well.
Yeah, it was complicated. We started with a 5 in the back, but if you think about this shape, it was an adaptive shape. So anytime they went to build with 2, we would move to press with 2. Anytime they build with 3, we would move to press with 3. And then our wing backs fluctuated between, Serginho being a left midfielder and being a left wing back. So it was, and then Gio being a high winger or a right winger or a right midfielder, basically. So I was really happy with how the guys executed that. I think, we caused them a lot of problems. We were compact. I think, maybe dealing with balls behind the back line could have been better, but overall, I think, the shape was pretty good. So then we move on to, the substitutes that we made. And with Timmy, we wanted to get fast players in the field. So we substituted him. That was a like for like. And then as we took, Tyler, as we put Tyler and Jordan on, that was also like for like. But then when we took Tim out, we went to a 4-back system. And, it gave us problems. I always talk about the 4-3-3 towards the end being, not a stable mid-block shape. And, thankfully the midfielders shifted well and, and denied some central passes.
Emily Olson. Emily, do you have a question still? You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully you can hear me now. For quickly a follow-up on the tactical piece, how pleased are you with your team's performance to adapt, going from that 5 back to the 4 in the back? And then specifically on set pieces, How pleased are you with that? And is that kind of, how you planned it or how it came about in the game?
In terms of the tactical flexibility that the guys showed, we were pleased with that. At the end, towards when we got tired legs, the 4-3-3 wasn't ideal. It wasn't a high pressing 4-3-3, but I think we managed it okay. I liked how the beginning of the game we went from a 3 to a 4-back system, changing based on what they did. I thought that was really good. And then set pieces, give Aaron Hyde a ton of credit for designing the set pieces that we thought could hurt them. And not only that, also helping Ethan, with the direction on the penalty shooter. So set pieces were really good today. And, like most finals, set pieces can make a difference.
Paul Tenorio, go ahead.
Hi, Greg. What stood out to me in this game, obviously Ethan Horvath coming in off the bench in his hometown to put in the performance he did, the save in the 90th minute, the penalty kick. What did that mean to you, to the team, to see him do that? And then in a big game like this, you want your big players to step up. Weston was fantastic. Christian with the penalty kick. Gio with the goal and an assist. To see those young guys in this moment, I know they're experienced guys, but still to rise to that. Can you speak to just kind of what it means that they're already kind of feeling the moment?
No, I mean, that's what you need. You need your big players to step up. But I think, when you look at the back line, or, John Brooks was battling all game also. But regarding Ethan, he was the coach's man of the match. And just thinking about how difficult it is for goalkeepers to come into the game in that stage of the game, and then to make the impact that he made was remarkable. Really proud of Ethan. It's been a tough season for him, and to come have a performance like that in his hometown was, it's stuff that, storybooks write about. So really proud of him. Weston, if it wasn't for Ethan's heroics, Weston would have been the man of the match for us, because he was fantastic. Tremendous work rate, just covering a lot of ground, able to score a couple chances. He was a couple shots from distance. He was, really dynamic, and that's the Weston that, we know we have. And Christian and Gio, same thing. Just for me, the ability for them to make plays and get on the score sheet was really important. Helped his team win.
Paul Tenorio. I'm sorry, Paul, I've already done you. Let's do Ryan Tolmich.
Hey, Greg, obviously that game had a little bit of everything, whatever it was. There were moments in there that I'm sure that when you woke up this morning, you couldn't have predicted. There was absolute craziness, whatever it was, no one saw any of that coming. When you're in that moment, when you're living it, obviously the players have their own perspective. You as a coach, you have your own perspective. What's it like just trying to process everything as it happens and kind of putting it all together when the game's unfolding in the way that tonight did?
I mean, you try to be calm. You try to analyze what's happening on the field and make the right decisions. What we did talk about this morning in the team meeting was it's going to be a very difficult game. It's going to be a very unpredictable game, and we have to be ready for every moment. And, it's nice when you say things like that and then it happens and the guys are prepared and the guys are ready for every moment. And, that's what finals are about. It's so much effort to get the trophy. Both teams really are competing at the highest level to get the victory. And tonight was an example of that.
Last question, John Sutcliffe. John, are you there? We can't hear anything. Okay, John. John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, one quick question. We got to move to the mix zone.
I just wanted to ask you, Greg, after tonight's game, can you describe what this rivalry means for your young team after tonight's game facing Mexico?
I think that, this game, excuse me, this game, falls in line with the heritage of the US Mexico rivalry. We're a part of it right now, and just as all the teams before us were parts of it. And, you know, each and every game unfolds in a different way. And today is going to, I think, go down as one of the, you know, the classic odd US Mexico games. But, you know, obviously we're thrilled to have won and thrilled to be part of US soccer.